All right.
Mm.
Well, before we get to all of the big Nintendo stuff, I looked into slagging someone or whatever, and I didn't really get an answer. So
Let's see.
I guess we'll
The
never
bell's in
know.
early.
What?
The bell's in early.
Oh, I thought you said the bell's in early, and I'm like, what is the bell?
The bell.
But yeah, we have a whole list of shit that Nintendo announced recently. I was planning to go in order because that's why I wrote them in, because
Sure.
that's how I wrote it. But first we had to talk about the most important announcement. Just
What's that?
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Was announced.
I do not believe that literally the direct, like the sound run before that, I cracked the joke. It's gonna have like fucking 20 minutes of Toads again, and then it's there.
It was actually Captain Toad.
I'm actually upset.
I mean, I was pretty sure it was gonna be Donkey Kong. I mean, not really, because it's like there's not much to show, but they've shown games where there's not much to show anyways. Yeah. I was not expecting Captain Toad, but it was just hilarious because I really didn't think that Captain Toad was a problem in the past. But it's so funny they just showed up after you complained about it.
Yeah.
Like, it showed up and I fucking laughed out loud.
Yeah, when that happened, I was mainly shit talking to David, watching that, and I immediately just got on type with him. God damn it, fuck. I hate my life.
Also, before we start, I had to mention,
What?
I hate the music in between games that they do. I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me angry.
I can't say I've ever noticed it, so.
Like, shut up, pick a better song, please. The Mario Bros theme, anything. Ugh. But yeah, it basically started with 3DS games, because they said they were going to do 3DS games, and...
Yes, Novell, you can play with us at the...
Yeah. No, well, actually, yeah, Gavin, how would you rate the Direct?
Probably 8 out of 10.
Oh, I was hoping you would say like 9 out of 10 or something, and then I'd be like, nope, wrong. It's 8 out of 10.
You would say that to me anyway, but anything.
No, I wouldn't. I'd say, no, wrong. It's 8 out of 10, and then you'd be like, why? And I'd say, because it's Year of the Octoling.
Ah.
But you ruined my joke. Expertly crafted by the finest of beam makers.
I hate these fucking snakes.
But yeah, they started with 3DS. There's a new WarioWare game, which...
It's not new.
That's
like
debatable.
It actually is not new. Like, it's a collection of all the old minigames.
Not true. They said there were new minigames.
Yeah, but it's primarily a collection of the old ones.
We don't know that.
No, we do know that. They said so. Like, they said that in the direct, this is going to be, I thought it's going to have, like, some new minigames, but it's going to be all, like, mainly old ones.
We don't know how much some is.
I imagine it's going to be, like, a small handful. Like, I don't know, like, maybe 20% at most are new, and then the rest are all, like, returning. It's the same thing as the Rhythm Heaven one and the Mario Party one. It's like, it's just fucking the most desperate 3DS schedule filler they can imagine.
Yeah.
Like, they should just let the system go if this is all they're going to do.
Speaking of Rhythm Heaven, the Rhythm Heaven artist is the one who did the art for that WarioWare game, I have to say. I mean, the other characters...
because, like, generally the dev teams are the same team.
Like, the other that Nintendo even said in their direct, like, oh, the some returning characters that look a bit different. It's like, they look the exact same.
Just like, different, slightly different art style.
The only character who looks different is Wario, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad for saying it because that artist is the nicest man, like, on the internet, but it looks very not good. Like,
we'll get to the Octolings.
Yeah, if he posted that on Twitter and it was just like a one-time thing, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's nice, whatever. But like, that's the official look Wario's rocking in his newest WarioWare game. Which, like, we haven't had a new WarioWare game in ages, so I'm just kind of like...
Because it's quick schedule filler, you know? Like this isn't meant to be, like, prime time shit. Like, this is just I just knock something out. Who cares?
Post the, just make it the Wario render that you put on the soup cans. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's just like, you see like WarioWare, and you know, normally I'm like, I don't care if it's on 3DS or Switch, whatever, but like, a WarioWare game is a game you play with friends, and you aren't really going to be playing with friends on the Switch. So, or sorry, on the 3DS. So it's kind of disappointing because, you know, even if it is just a recollection of all the mini games or whatever, micro games, I'm sorry. You know, they're still good micro games. It's still a good party game. If it was on the Switch, I'd probably actually buy it, but that's like the one time where I'll complain about the 3DS, unlike everyone else on the planet One Alive.
Yeah, I know. He's trying his best, bless him.
Oh, is he okay? Is he doing that? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he got me. Somehow.
Got you at least.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't know. Whatever. We have
The
a this.
yeah. I can't. You're good. Just don't die.
Easier said than done.
Wait, he's alive!
I got him. Yeah, I know. I got him alive right as I died.
Oh, I thought that was a
My
thing of
final
despair.
shot. No, that was me going like, oh.
Yeah, after Wario was Dylan, and
Which is, who cares?
I mean, I've heard that I've heard that the previous games were good, so I'm sure this one's gonna be good. But
I mean, I'll give it this. Like, it looks a more high effort than like the entire like past year or two of like 3DS efforts from Nintendo.
pretty much, like it seems like it was, you know, it's a newish and made for the 3DS as well.
Like this and like I guess like Ever Oasis are like the last two 3DS games of effort put in them.
Yeah, the most I know about Dylan is his puzzle on the Nintendo 3DS Street Pass. So, whoops. But they did have that me, like you make your me into an animal thing. So of
that
course,
weird furry shit.
yeah, of course everyone was like furries. I'm like, all right.
Well, yeah, it is.
Some of the designs of those animals are pretty interesting though. Regardless, like the characters. Apparently, there's like an octopus dude that looks really cool. I didn't look into it.
I mean, yeah, like I'll give it this. Like the art style and all that looks fine. Like, you know, the gameplay actually looks like kind of neat, but you know, like whatever.
Yeah, neither of us have really played it, and our backlogs are too big to even put on.
I mean, even if they weren't, I don't think I could give a shit anyway.
I mean, what if there were no more video games to play?
I would just replay the ones I already played then.
Wow. You would have nothing to write for your blog.
I would find, like, just end this bullshit to talk about in the games I've already played.
You can only write about, you know, controversy so many times. Oh wait, no, you can apparently. Not. Actually, that sounded like it was a knock on you. No, it was a. It was a knock on.
I was like, all right, bitch, let's do this. Then.
Yeah, it was a knock on like everything. Like, you know, violence in video games is coming back. We already talked about this 4 years ago. 4 million years ago, I meant to say.
No one wants to talk about it. Did you let him in?
No. Well, we're too busy talking about Dylan, Novell. But yeah.
Well, I'm ready to feel like a
No. Come on.
No, I will. You can't stop me.
Next up is, oh yeah, the Bowser's Inside Story remake.
Which doesn't look good.
I mean, it's fine. It's obvious they already have the assets. So yeah, it's like, but like what's making me laugh really hard is that they just skipped over Partners in Time. That was my first reaction upon seeing it.
I thought that too. I was like, hang on.
They skipped over Partners in Time. And it's like, I know that one's known for not being that good, but like, it wasn't bad.
I was quite fond of that one. I liked what it did. I was like, oh man, this is interesting and different.
Maybe they'll go back to it. And then there's that Bowser Jr. thing, which is pretty much just looks like Bowser's minions. When they showed gameplay of it, Bowser Jr. wasn't even present. So I'm like, oh, okay.
And
you know, whatever.
Frankly, the less we see of that little screaming gargoyle, the better.
Honestly, what was I saying? Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like some of the game doesn't look that good. Like the giant battle that they showed off looked like it was at like 10 frames per second, and Bowser didn't look as good as he did in the 3DS version.
I really like Bowser's time as well. Fuck me. But yeah, and then, like from what I heard about like changing shit made to like the Superstar Saga remake, you're the only one alive because those two just got cast in Oblivion for some reason.
Alright, I was looking at the next game.
Alright. Pause for my Valgate.
Yeah. Yeah, Partners in Time was good. They could have actually redone some things about it that people didn't like.
Yeah, like what I remember hearing about the Superstar Saga remake was it like changed a lot of things, like from script to visual shit and all that, and it just sounded a lot worse in general. I mean, so I expect this will be the same thing.
I mean, having like the buttons on the bottom screen instead of having to switch to Luigi, then go through all the things. Oh, you missed lightning, so you have to go through all the things again. Oh shit, you have to switch back to jump off one ledge and then switch back to lightning. Fuck that. So the game kind of fixed that a little, which I'm happy about. But the music was really bad. Like, and it's the same composer. I'm like, what happened?
Last time, or was made to phone it in? One of the two?
Maybe. I hope that's not how it is in the Bowser's Inside Story remake.
It will be.
Because that music was good.
They're just like doing this to quickly knock it out.
Yeah.
Which I'm sad about because after you had me to play it for ages, and then I finally did. And Bowser's Inside Story is easily my favorite of the bunch.
I mean, it is like, as far as these phone-in like kind of ports or whatever goes, I mean, it is a new way for people to play it. Like the DS is pretty old now, you know. So at least there's that. I can't be too mad on that front. And if it doesn't cost Nintendo that much time or money, then so be it, right? Like,
yeah,
put a new coat of paint on it without putting in that many resources so they can still work on new stuff and people still get to play it. Sure.
Yeah, why not? Like, I find it like, you know, less offensive than like 3 different party game series collections in a row.
Then Mario Party 10.
Fuck, let's not even start on that one.
I mean, I'm kind of glad Mario Party 11 wasn't even shown off, because I fear for that game.
Does it even exist? Like,
no, I heard rumblings about it existing and that ND Cube is developing it, but I'm not entirely sure if any of that's true. But if it is, that's a bad sign, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if as long as they're going to keep developing it as they made like 9 and 10, we can just write that series off. Like, it's just gone.
Shit. Yeah, next game is Detective Pikachu. Which
I am actually genuinely surprised that the voice acting on the Pikachu is fucking great. I love that voice.
It's Danny DeVito-ish, at least, you know?
Yeah, like, it is like, this song is like a
gruff,
tired, fat,
old man.
old man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Detective Pikachu himself seems like a, you know, funny, good character.
Yeah.
It's just I would not purchase that game because all the humans look awful. I could not look at them.
I didn't mind them. I was like, that's alright, whatever.
So gross.
If I had the money, I'll probably get that. Just like, fuck it, why not? It sounds like a laugh. The English voice acting for the Pikachu is funny enough to make me go like, alright, let's, you know, I'm fucking here, let's do it.
And I mean, the plot seems bad. And kind of, from what I've heard from people, it seems like a baby Professor Layton, but that's fine.
I mean, that's fine, because if it's this or that with, like, fat old man Pikachu being, like, a lazy piece of shit at you the entire time, I'm fine with that, you know?
Detective Pikachu makes you want your money back? What do you mean?
That bad, huh?
I mean, if Pikachu can carry that game, then sure. I saw a lot of people doing ha-has in chat during the quick attack thing. I'm like, ooh, I kind of thought that was funny.
I thought that was funny. I was like, it's an easy gag, but it's fun. Like, it was performed well.
It's like, it, you know, reminds you that Detective Pikachu is a Pikachu, in a way.
He's a piece of shit Pikachu.
As dumb as that sounds. And after that was Luigi's Mansion Remake, which
was a massive surprise. Like, I didn't see that coming at all.
I didn't, but people started talking about how, oh, they could just reuse assets and shit, and I'm like, yep, that definitely makes sense.
It makes sense because, like, you know, just use they have the assets, just dump them in the Luigi Mansion 2 like engine, and off you go.
Yeah, the thing about it is, basically, I can't be upset about it because, like I said earlier, it's a way for people to play the game if they don't have like a GameCube or something.
This one I am touchy about because it's like, could have just done the same thing on the Switch.
They probably weren't going to do it on the Switch at all if they didn't have the assets, I'm thinking.
No, well, I mean, like, they have the assets. That's the thing. Like, they still have the assets. You can just fucking put up the resolution, like touch the textures out a bit, and off you fucking go. You know?
I mean, I don't know, because the thing about Luigi's Mansion is it doesn't look that bad in the first place.
No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying that, you know, just like put the resolution out a bit, and you know, you're fucking fine. You can just dump that on the Switch as is.
And like the thing about this remake is it looks kind of the same as the GameCube version because it's on the 3DS.
Yeah, it is literally just the probably literally just the GameCube assets dumped on the 3DS.
It probably looks worse because it's on the 3DS.
Well, I mean, like, the resolution has gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm not too excited about it, but if people haven't played it and they have a 3DS, then hey, it's another free kind of port
Should have been on Switch, though.
I don't know. I would want a new Luigi's Mansion. Like, I don't know. Everyone loves Luigi's
like,
Mansion.
Yeah,
but...
like, I love a new one and all, sure, but if we had to have this, like, thing to fill in time or whatever, could have put it on the Switch.
I don't know. I think that only, for me, that only really matters for, like, multiplayer experiences.
Yeah, but for me, it's just like, you know, like, I feel like they're just really, really feverishly dragging the 3DS out long past its actual lifespan.
Well, you know what?
Just let it go, you know?
Yeah, it's because it's kind of like, you know, oh, well, the 3DS has a player base and the Switch doesn't exist on store shelves, but that's not a problem anymore. Everyone has a Nintendo Switch now, so that's not a thing.
The stock supplies have evened out, like, it's fine. It's doing well, like, its games make money.
But maybe
like, you can let it go.
Maybe it is like, oh, you know, the 3DS, we can put less effort into it because the graphics won't be as good and stuff.
I mean, that's a given, yeah.
I mean, it just makes me laugh when people get angry about the 3DS still being alive.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't get angry about it, and like, I don't hate the system or anything. There's games on I want to like play again. I want to like do, you know, bravely second the game, play like new party composition and shit and all that. And there's Detective Pikachu, and there's like games I missed, like Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia and all that.
Yeah, there are a lot of games that I still need to play on the 3DS and want to. I'm like, you know, I could get a 3DS capture card. And then I tweeted out, if Yokai Watch 3 is announced at this Direct, which it's gonna have to be if it's coming out, it's like so late, then you know, that'll be the tipping point. I'll get a 3DS capture card to play Yokai Watch 3 along with all the other shit. But, nothing.
I want some money back, because if it's on 3DS, you can't buy it. I prefer it on Switch.
But like, you know, there's no busters. There's not even Yokai Watch busters. I think they aren't bothering.
Chris, I'm gonna have to be honest. I think you're just gonna have to accept that Yokai Watch is probably done over here.
I mean, yeah, probably. I can still hope, but like,
you can hope. But I think at this point, barring level 5 making switch up ports of their own, I think we can just close the book on that one.
It's sad because Yokai Watch 3 seems like it's the best one.
Well, you would say that because it goes to America.
But yeah, I mean, but there's so many jokes that I've seen and shit. And the music is great, stuff like that. It would be a good experience. Yeah, I don't think it's happening either.
I think at this point we can probably safely call it. I mean, you never know. Like, if Nintendo are like, well, we need to support this thing into fucking 2019, which is seeming like they do, they'll probably just go, fuck it, here we go. Like, Yokai Watch sells decently, whatever, like, one last hurrah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm not happy about that. You take your Luigi's Mansions. I'd rather have my brand spanking new revised game.
I mean, I also would rather have Yokai Watch 3 than the Luigi Mansion remake, so...
Oh. Yeah, that's it for the 3DS, and I was like, shit, that sucks. Now we're moving on to the Switch. And I'm like, okay. okay.
Why?
That was
Why
why
are
I
you
was,
like, okay?
because that's what I was most looking forward to in the direct. Man, I can't overstate this.
Oh, what, Yokai? What, Yokai watch?
Yeah, I'm like this time.
I
It's,
thought you were
it's,
going like, I don't want to leave the 3DS, and it's kind of like, why?
it's been late enough. I mean, I tweeted like to get, what was I getting? Oh yeah, Pokemon Bank got hidden ability starters for Gen 6, and that was the first time I booted up my 3DS in probably half a year or something.
I haven't booted mine up in over a year at this point.
I mean, my sense of time is bad, so it's probably longer. But I'm surprised that the 3DS doesn't have that, like it didn't drain the battery at all. It was still full. So I'm like, nice. Thank you 3DS for being a good console. Handheld,
Having
whatever you want to call
actual
it.
good hardware design.
Yeah. What'd Switch even start with anyway? Yeah, I have, you know what Yokai Watch. Alright, Kirby. And I'm like, you know, Kirby Star Allies, it seems like a game that I could wait on, but in the future I'd be down with playing. But this announcement about Dream Friends is actually very interesting to me. Because it's just like, to have a bunch of recognizable Kirby characters playable. It's like, when was, you know, normally this is like, oh, you have one mode where you play as Meta Knight through the same game. In like Triple Deluxe, you play as DDD, but only in some levels. And then you go through time holes and you could beat it in 15 minutes or something. Now it's just, it looks like, not only do you get to play as DDD and Meta Knight and Wild D or whatever, but yeah, I don't get Bandana and Wild D. Change that one, please.
Call him Jim.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, give him a name, he'd probably be better, but it's like, you know, now you have, like,
Give him a really, like, unfitting name. Like, literally call him something like Jim or something.
They could.
Just in the middle of everyone else.
Just reminds me of Bill Cipher. He's like this fucking triangle demon and his name's Bill. But, yeah, you just have, now you have a bunch of iconic Kirby characters that aren't just a part of the Queen ability, which is what we thought was gonna be, and it probably still is, but I thought that was the most we were gonna see out of, you know, the animal buddies. But no, you can just play as them entirely, it looks like. Rick's render looks really bad, but you know, like there was Marks, there was
He's not a friend, but alright.
yeah, I don't really understand that bit. He's kind of a dick. In fact, by kind of a dick, he's
He
really
was
a
the
dick.
villain.
He's not really Kirby's friend, is he? Well, I mean, I guess
No,
Kirby
he's
would.
not. He literally tricks him into awakening an ancient fuck device just so he can rule the whole world.
And then he broke your 3DS speakers in the remake. But I mean, Kirby seems like the kind of guy who would forgive and forget, right? I think it's kind of perfect in that
I feel like
sense.
Kirby's the kind of guy who forget. I don't know if
Yeah,
he forgive.
but Kirby would forgive as well, I'm sure. So it kind of exemplifies that. Who else was in there? The Animal Buddies Marks. Oh yeah, Gooey. I'm not too familiar with Gooey, but it's nice to see Gooey back after eons. Buy Kirby a cake. Yeah, that's all he had to do, really.
Oh, yes. After his, like, soul came out the gala or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I saw a tweet that was like, you know, like Dream Friends DLC Pack 2 or whatever. And they had like Adeline, which is kind of obvious, especially with the artist ability. People have been speculating. It was, you know, the mouse from Squeak Squad. I completely forgot that dude existed, but I could definitely see that. Was his name Dorachi or something?
I have no idea. I didn't know he had a name.
It started with a D, I'm pretty sure. Prince Fluff? I would love to see Prince Fluff.
This would probably sound stupid, but I would like to see Drossia from Power Paintbrush.
I mean, I know
Just
Marks.
I fucking love that design.
Yeah, I know Marks is in there, but like, I think that's only because he has that small, cute design.
Yeah, and it's, you know, on the Super Nintendo. I get all that and all, but if I had to like wish for one, it would be her because fucking rad design.
Yeah,
and I also just really like Power Paintbrush.
And like the paint girl from
Adeline.
What's it called? No. Rainbow Curse. I know Adeline probably would fill that role, and they probably wouldn't do it. But she's cute.
I never did play Rainbow Curse.
I mean, honestly, the music's good, but it's not bad. It's just Then what's this? Magalore, obviously. I don't know what abilities he would have. That Spider Lady from Triple Deluxe, right?
I have no idea. Who was the spider lady?
She was like the... Wait, was it Triple Deluxe? Had to be, right? Susie was Robobot, and Susie could be in too.
I don't remember a spider lady in
She's like Tarantula something. She had like multiple floaty hands. She like seemed like she was gonna be the big bad, and then Bee Lady came around.
I don't remember her.
But I mean, maybe that's why they put Spider in, and maybe that's why they put Artist in, just for those two kind of characters.
Yeah, probably.
Now I don't know anything about Susie since I never played Robobot.
Yeah, I never played that either.
Oops. If they announced Yokai Watch 3, that would be a stream game though. Their loss.
Well, Yokai Watch 3 would have just made you buy the capture card, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I probably will buy one eventually. It's just because they're like, I haven't even finished Luigi's Mansion 2, or like there's no, you know, Fire Emblem Heroes is one, Kid Icarus is another one.
Not Heroes, Awakening.
Did I say Awakening or Fates? What did I say?
You said Heroes.
Heroes. Whoops. That's the, like, you know, you just Fire Emblem and then the brain auto completes it to Heroes. But yeah, that's one. They're like Pushmo and Crashmo, you know, smaller games like that. There are a lot of 3DS games that I haven't played, and
A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds, and I mean that wouldn't be high on the list. Like any Zelda that isn't Breath of the Wild.
I know it wouldn't be high on your list, but you should play it.
Oh yeah, no, I know I should play it. Like I've seen a good amount of it too, and it looks good. But it looks like a Zelda I would actually be able to play, like Spirit Tracks.
You're not gonna like me. There we go.
I like Spirit Tracks. I have the nozzle nose, you know, I had to wait for that cooldown.
I never did play. Well, I played a bit of it. I never did finish Spirit Tracks.
I think I was like 20 minutes from the end, so I still technically have never beaten a Zelda game.
I don't think I even made it like the first dungeon. I did like the first train bit, and then it wanted me to like blow into the magical bagpipes, and I just couldn't get it to fucking work or behave the way they wanted it to. I'm like, yeah. I hate this fucking system.
It was really bad. the pan flute was bad for blowing, and they should have just had a button alternative.
They really should have.
Kind of like how Super Mario Odyssey should have a button alternative for its motion controls. By the way, we didn't see any Odyssey, let alone anything like that. So, well, actually, that's not true. Did you know that Captain Toad appeared in Super Mario Odyssey as well?
Yes, I knew that.
I love that part of the direct. It just seemed like on the SATs where it's like, what sentence in the paragraph would you remove so it would flow better? That would be one of those sentences. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, something went down the wrong hallway.
Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, Okami on the Switch, which
I'm dying with that. Like it has the motion controls, which you know, I would try. Why not? Jesus.
I mean, it's portable Okami. I was actually really glad to see the motion control paintbrush thing because that's what made. I think that's why the Wii version was the best one. It just seemed natural, but the problem is you'd have to use the Joy-Cons, and I hate those things.
I mean, like you're using the Joy-Cons, but you're basically using them as a Wii remote, so it's just the same thing as that.
But the Wii remote was like bigger and more natural. That's the problem I'm running into here. Still probably play it on PC. I mean, I do have the Wii version, but I don't have a good RCA capture card.
It's a good issue to have, Novell. It's like if it's not more than on PS4, you'll get it for Switch.
Yeah, exactly. Which was a lot of the thing, actually. A lot of the direct, it seemed. Sushi Striker. I still don't know what that game is.
It's like basically like it's that thing they showed off last E3. It's a sort of RPG puzzle game thing where you just it's like you match 3 to 5 and use that to damage opponents. And I'm glad like it's on Switch because I'm probably more likely to play it then. Because you know it's just easier.
Like I looked at the gameplay that like when I was going back to make this list, and because I didn't then because I was like the rest of chat, you know, Resident Sleeper,
right?
Which was chat was just Resident Sleeper and Melee HD in all caps. You know, thanks Twitch chat, but it's just like it seems like like nothing too interesting, but it seems like you know, because you liked Puyo Tetris, you might like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of, and like online multiplayer makes it more interesting too.
I kind of appreciate that it is another attempt at a new IP sort of thing, and fair play, it looks fairly unique among their lineup.
I don't think it's
And
gonna sell, unfortunately.
probably not, but what I found weird was they announced this as a 3DS game all last E3, like, well, here's our like sparring, it's like brand spanking new 3DS IP.
Wait, was it on 3DS?
Yeah, that's when it was announced at E3. It was purely a 3DS game.
Oh, that shows how little I remember. Is it also 3DS
Yeah.
still, or?
Yes, it is. This is literally 3DS and Switch, but they just didn't announce the Switch version until now.
Weird.
Which is very weird, because when there was, surely you could have just said also coming to Switch, because it was clearly far long enough in development to be on the show floor at E3.
Maybe, but maybe not. Who knows?
I mean, like, it was, like, they had it on the show floor at E3, they put it on their stream thing and played through, like, an entire world of it.
On the 3DS, though, right?
On the 3DS, yeah, which is, you know, surely, like, it isn't, you could literally just said it will be on the Switch at the same time. We only have the 3DS version to show today, or whatever.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they didn't, or maybe there is some reason. I guess I'm just not too fussed about it.
Strikes me as weird.
It strikes you. Sushi Striker.
Please cease this.
Oh wow, I love having two snipers on me again.
I mean, I'm trying to work on it, but
Oh yeah, Octopath Traveler.
I am fucking down for that.
Most things I've seen
yeah.
about that, as far as like reactions go, are
I still
they
need to
kept
play
that
the
name.
demo.
They kept that name. That's what people are saying. Like that sounds like a project name, and I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
Video
that's
games
because
have.
people are just thinking that because it was previously called Project Octopath. So they're still just hearing project in their mind and going, that sounds like a project as well. It's because it was.
Well, it does kind of sound stupid. I don't know what an octopath
I
is.
don't know about stupid. It's it paths.
It reminds me of an octopus, though, which I guess maybe Nintendo forced them to keep that name for Year of the Octoling.
No.
Maybe they wanted to change it, but then John Nintendo was like, nope.
No, because it's pretty in line with Square Enix naming convention.
Yeah, what the heck is Ni no Kuni? That isn't even a name. That probably ain't even.
It's not a Square Enix game for one.
Yeah, that shows how much I know here. Yeah, right. That's level 5, I think, right?
Yes, the same lads as Yokai Watch.
Yeah, no, but I think what I was thinking was like that's Square Enix's attempt at a Yokai Watch 'em up.
By the Yokai Watch developers, published by Namco.
I don't even know who Namco is anymore. They do everything.
They are fairly wide range.
Oh, my favorite headline. Otaku assassin enters the game world. If that wasn't No More Heroes, and if I didn't know that No More Heroes had a good reputation, I would be like, skip. It's like, why?
Yeah, but that's because you are all shit taste. So.
Why would you call it that? It's funny because all of chat was like Resident Sleeper during that. And I'm like, don't people like this game a lot? Is it a cult thing? I don't know.
It is, but they're probably just upset that's not No More Heroes 3, which, you know, like, lads, he doesn't have the money or clout to do that currently because no one fucking bought No More Heroes 2.
Wait, is it not No More Heroes? This next
It's
one?
not No More Heroes 3.
Is it a remake?
It's not a remake.
Is it a?
It is a direct follow-up to No More Heroes 1, because No More Heroes 2 is ambiguously canon. Because Suda51 himself did not work on No More Heroes 2. You know, it's his series, his baby. So he didn't work on that, and this is the one he's working on. It's the first chance he's had to work on a game properly and fully since Let It Die finally came out. Which apparently he's quite happy with that and quite, you know, it's done quite successfully for them.
Isn't it just Wreck-It Ralph?
What?
No More Heroes? At least this one?
No, this
That's
one.
What I got from the trailer.
This one's sorta, yeah. But it is like a sort of indication of like he hasn't, like, this is the most he can do with it right now because, well, they don't have the clout or they don't think it will a proper No More Heroes will get them anywhere just yet.
Man,
But whatever. Octopath with Novell's here part of the Direct, I can see that.
yeah, so I forgot to mention that game is like it's probably just a me thing. But for some reason that game is like an eyesore to look at for me. Like
that's a you thing for sure. Yep.
There's the fog, which is bad, but then I feel like there's something else that just makes me have a feeling related to nausea whenever I look at that game.
And I don't. Octopath, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
It's a you thing, I guess, because I think it looks fucking gorgeous.
I'm too busy talking about the fucking name. I didn't even talk about like how the merchant looked pretty interesting, and how like the multiple jobs thing probably adds a variety factor for replays and stuff. It seemed pretty cool.
Novell concludes that it's just Chris. The game looks great.
I don't know. Like the pixel aesthetic is cool. I think there's just a bunch of extra fluff that is making my brain want to like hemorrhage blood out of my mouth.
As for No More Heroes, I think it looks rad. It looks like a much faster Fury, like not solely focused on boss fights, just focused on like general enemy fighting as well as bosses, and it looks genuine, just fucking batshit and creative, and yeah, I'm fucking down for that. Let's go.
I mean, I don't think I'd buy it, but I'd probably watch you play it if you streamed it.
Probably will.
So I thought you were gonna say it's a faster Furious.
I will also say that I'm hoping that if it does well enough, they'll do like a Switch upport of No More Heroes 1 and 2. And that would be great, because more people need to play those games.
Gavin's a Switch porter.
Yeah.
Watch out, people.
Like it was the same thing, I'm like this with like quite a few new systems, especially this one was like, it's both a console and a handheld. You just play shit in your bed. I'm like, yeah, just put on the shit on the one that I can just lie in bed and play.
Yeah, it is a good argument.
One I can just carry with me to go to the when I need to take a shit. I'll just bring it with me to the bathroom. Why not? Like, fuck yeah, I don't even have to pause anymore. I did that while playing Breath of the Wild, and it was like an actual moment of magic, like I was seeing through reality or some shit.
You take like 2-minute shits. I don't understand. Unless you compromised your blessing for video games, which I don't understand.
No, like I took a shit and I was like, I just brought it with me. Why the fuck not?
I don't know. It seems like for the Switch, as far as shits go, is like it's too bulky, and I don't want to spend. I'd spend fucking 45 minutes in the bathroom without wiping or anything because I'd be too busy playing the game. I would set it back and forget it.
Well, you see, I have modicums of self-control, so.
Wow. I mean, it's true, but like, wow.
You just said you didn't have any, effectively. You can't go wow to that.
Can't just say that. Dark Souls amiibo. You know what? I'm surprised.
The amiibo concerns me.
It surprised me because I didn't think Nintendo would take a port of a fucking hard ass, like realistic, not edgy, but a word similar to that.
Realistic.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, like, you know, not Wahoo Mario, is basically. Yeah. I didn't think they would take something like that so seriously to give it an amiibo, but I guess that's just the clout Dark Souls has.
Well, I mean, they also gave a stripper an amiibo, so hey.
Ew, Pyro doesn't have an amiibo. Oh! Right, yeah. I mean, but she's in Smash. And as we know,
which is even
Smash
more baffling.
Covers all. Well, I mean, like, she, you know, little detour here. She's definitely coming back. Like, Bayonetta 3.
Oh, she's definitely coming back. Like, absolutely. Like, Bayonetta 3 coming at Nintendo paying for it. Smash is just big advertising. They're just putting her in there.
Maybe she won't be overpowered this time. God, I hope so. I think that was maybe she was just overpowered because she was like, you know, the surprise third party, and now it's not a surprise third party thing anymore.
I was thinking it was also just an extension of wanting to be like, as they're like, oh, we can be like insanely accurate to Bayonetta's mechanics here, and it turns out that just makes her an absolute destroyer, like in her own game, because she just fucks everything up.
Yeah, it gives you a pose, which, I mean, honestly, that's the kind of amiibo.
This is the thing I want to talk about. I'm concerned about their wording on that pose. So, like, this unlocks this pose, but it's like, that pose is in the base game. You just get it from talking to Solaire.
Well, how late is he in the game?
he's extremely early in the game. He appears at like the just like in the area with the first, not the first, like second proper boss, like after the tutorial.
All right, but how early is that?
It's like, you know, like it depends if how like much massive shit you suck to the
I know that's what I was implying here.
like essentially like you could get him in the first hour, assuming you're not like just completely and hopelessly destroyed by the first boss.
Oh, that is curious. I mean, maybe it is just like, you know,
You just unlock it early or something, but like.
I mean, this is an amiibo.
Wording implied to me that they had like cut it out for the amiibo, and if they did, that's fucking trashy as hell. Like that is shit.
Maybe, but probably not. But at the same time, it's a pose.
Yeah, but it's just that, you know, it's the attitude. It's like, oh, we can just cut bits out of games and stick them on amiibos. It's like, fuck you. I mean, yeah, they've done that before already, but this
have
is...
they? Wait, they haven't.
Yes, like
you said. Or...
No, they have.
For what?
Metroid, Samus Returns put like its fucking sound test mode and like art galleries and shit behind amiibo. That's stuff that you would ordinarily just get in a Metroid game for beating it.
Ah, okay, then that probably is more like, hey, can someone kill these snipers?
I mean, I can't. I also have a sniper, so
Jesus Christ, Kate! I mean, I'm surprised, but I mean, people will probably buy it.
I mean, they'll probably buy it, and like, you know, the
so, hey.
I'm considering that, you know.
Gavin's gonna buy it. Like
that's not the amiibo. I don't give a shit about the amiibo.
What?
What do you mean what?
What?
I don't give a shit about the amiibo. I'm just gonna get it, the game itself on Switch, probably.
Possible.
But you wouldn't fuss me much, and you know, like, fuck it, why not? Here's Dark Souls on the shitter. Fuck yeah, mate, why not?
You're gonna clench your butt too much. I don't see your purpose.
Nah, man, this shit's just like, this shit's like meditation to me now. Just play Dark Souls and enter a martial trance and reawaken 3 hours later if half the boss is dead.
What's next? Oh yeah, Mario. The highlight. The star of the show. Mario Tennis Aces.
Now actually trying. He's unleashed his limiter.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shit though, this whole Splatoon session.
Yeah, it's because we're in like 300 now, like they're crushing our shit in. Novelle's interested in the Dark Souls network test, so am I.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, like, that's curious. I mean, it probably is just to test the servers, but it seems like they're also giving Dark Souls like a demo. They seem like...
It's basically a demo, essentially, yeah.
They seem like really keen on that. I don't think it's gonna go well though, because I can't imagine that Dark Souls players have the best reputation as far as being toxic.
Actually, like, it's an extremely helpful and welcoming community.
Is it?
Outside the people. Yeah. I mean, fuck, you, like, if you ever go on to, like, even, like, the 4chan threads, it's all just, like, I am stuck on this piece of shit boss, what do? And it's like, okay, here's, like, an extensive list of tips that some people go like, hey, I'm on that system, I can come help you.
I mean, that's, like, asking for help, though. I mean, like,
well, yeah, but this is the thing, like,
you raid
the
someone...
community is extremely friendly. Like, it is actually extremely friendly and helpful. You get like the odd cunt just like, oh, get good, I'm really good at this game, but you get that in any game, you know.
I guess, but Dark Souls just kind of seemed that it would have that the most to me, so that's a kind of a surprise.
Well, I mean, like, that's like a mix of like the few people who go like, oh, get good, versus, you know, the actual unspoken hordes who are just there, like, literally just to help people. Like, there's entire people who just dedicate their, especially in recent games where like they remove level caps on like how high you can summon help. So like you can just summon like fucking god destroyers who will come and help you with like late game shit or whatever, because they're like, fuck yes, this is what I do for fun.
Where's that person who was behind me? You bitch.
You know, shit like that.
Interesting.
Like it's a very like, you know, like this is a community from the Demon Souls days that bonded together. Like, people would make like comics about, like, they're jokingly explaining bosses and how to fight them. They'd tell you tips. People spoke and communicated. It's like there was no guides on this. There was no like extensive coverage. So everyone had to learn it and find it out themselves and spread it around. Like, they created a wiki, compiled everything. There's like information on builds, best places to find summons, how to deal with bosses, where to find this, that, and the other, how best to manage. It's like, there's loads of shit. People do this for every single Dark Souls game now, every single Souls game. It's like, big, massive community all dedicated to fucking helping people and spreading their knowledge. And I mean, the game incentivizes this even. Like, I spoke about this in my post I wrote last night on my blog, which was mainly to snipe that age-old, oh, difficult game shouldn't exist thing that I'm sure is going to spring up when this comes out. But
it's
one of
fucking
the
Dark
points I made,
Souls.
yeah, one of the points I made was that like the game also really incentivizes good behavior. Like, like people can like leave messages, for instance.
Kind of.
Yeah, they can leave messages out in the world and warn people of like incoming dangers, or like tell them advice, or like this enemy is weak to fire or whatever. And people can like rate messages like positively or negatively. Negatively doesn't get you anything, but if you get your message gets rated positive, like your health bar in your game as you're playing right now is refilled to full on the spot, even in boss fights.
That kind of seems bad.
It's not at all, because for one, there are fucking endless amounts of messages from all like millions of players, and not everyone sees every message, and not everyone rates every message, and like most people don't even know that reading messages has that effect.
I mean, I guess, but like to me, it seems like using the Wedding Peach amiibo when you're playing Odyssey.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
You refills your health and gives you 6 health instead of 3, like that kind of thing.
I mean, not really, because like for one, like this, again, it's incentivizing good player behavior. It's not just I bought to get advantage. It's you did a good deed. You helped someone. You provided, like, you provided age, maybe you just provided a laugh, whatever. Like, and again, this also has to like, when you get the message read, it happens immediately to you if you're playing the game. If you're not playing the game, obviously nothing happens. And if you are, it will just happen to you even when you've got full health anyway. And it doesn't like save it for an opportune time. It just happens as it happens. You could just be standing at the bonfire and suddenly glow. And you're like, oh.
I guess my question is, can you turn it off?
No.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, in theory you can. Don't post any messages.
Yeah, I guess so. But then, then it's just kind of like, man, I want to post messages, but also just play the game straight.
Well, you can do both, because like it's just dependent on, like, for it to be like the sort of like balance fucking, oh, I got fully restored in the middle of a boss, you need to have like such arcane timing, and enough people need to find it and rate it. Someone needs to find it and rate it while you're in the boss fight, and then like while you're in a boss fight at low health or whatever for it to work. Like it's.
But then
such
at that point, it's
like, thing
why do it?
Again, it's a very quick and easy way to incentivize good behavior instead of telling people there's a secret like wall here, and they hit it and then it fucking explodes on them instead.
There's wall chicken.
It's stuff like that. It just incentivizes good behavior and being helpful and being a nice community as opposed to being cunts.
I mean, the message is nice. I'm fine with that.
And again, I've played the entire series and I've only seen this effect happen twice.
Well, you clearly aren't helping.
I leave quite a few messages like for this exact purpose, and I've only ever seen it happen twice across 5 games and countless playthroughs.
The only message I ever remember seeing is like when NL was playing Bloodborne, and I watched for all of like 15 minutes, and one message was just like, look behind you. Like, or don't look behind you, some funny bait like that. I'm like, that's cool.
There's a lot of stuff like that.
But you know what this whole discussion made me think of?
What?
There's not going to be a Miiverse in the next Smash.
Yeah.
And because of this whole Dark Souls hullabaloo Nintendo's doing, it's likely that one of those Dark Souls is going to be in Smash, maybe, with the Dark Souls stage. What if they replaced Miiverse with the Dark Souls stage? And just characters' messages showed up.
Right, okay.
This is the best idea. Either that or Splatoon. I think I want the Miiverse stage back.
Would you like to shuffle? We're probably not kidding the direct discussion into the next game.
So. I kind of want to keep going until we finish.
I'm done with that. Sure, go for it.
Stupid game, I win. Just barely, though.
Just barely. But yeah, what was the next one?
Mario.
Next thing?
Oh, Marks. There he is. Kirby's friend. It was Mario Tennis, which is also getting an online demo, which I'm happy about because you get to test it.
So am I. I'm happy about that, and I like the look of the game. If I have money at the time, I'll probably just buy that at launch even.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I enjoyed Mario Tennis on the N64. I'm fucking dying for that.
it's kind of the game I'm most excited for now. Because, like, here comes a controversial opinion, okay? Get ready. I don't think it's just Mario Tennis Ultra Smash that had a boring, like, gameplay loop. I thought Mario Power, like, as a kid, Mario Power Tennis is fun as shit. But, like, when you play it as an adult, it's just kind of like the same thing. Like, power moves aren't as epic as you think because, someone could just counter it with a defensive move, shit like that.
Yeah.
And, whatever. But, like, now zone speed, zone shots, breaking a racket, blocking, all this shit in this new Mario Tennis game. It seems like it's like more about a mind game, which is probably more akin to real tennis too, but with like still zany Mario shit. And I'm like totally down with that.
I also really appreciate because again, the only one I've actually played after the N64. I haven't actually played anyone after the N64 Mario Tennis. I appreciated like this simple rules mode, which is literally just the base pure game.
Oh yeah.
I appreciated that being added. Like,
yeah, like basically.
I'll be like every so often I'll be like I just want to play it pure. Fuck all like the magic mind fuck shit. Let's just play regular.
I mean that mode will probably be too boring for me, but it's good. It's nice that they put it in the game, regardless.
Like even now I still quite enjoy the purity of Mario Tennis. It's like it's just fucking tennis. So occasionally like you hit really hard to make a fireball shot. But it's just, although apart from that, it's just like playing old regular ass tennis. Which is nice.
Yeah, I like the whole thing. Yeah. The thing that worries me most is probably the gyro aiming on the zone shot. Like why? Like why? It definitely sounds like you can't turn it off.
Motion controls in here.
I feel like that's gonna make it harder to make the shot you actually want to make.
You might actually buy it for parties. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it for like shit like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, lads, let's go fucking play Mario Party.
Play it to fight Gavin and maybe even strangers online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the trick shots. I completely forgot. That's a great mechanic. Risk reward, like because you're more likely to miss the shot. I hope it's not too easy. Like how super guarding in Thousand Year Door seems like it's the hardest shit. Ooh, risk reward. It's the easiest shit in the world, and it's just reward. I hope it's not that.
See, you say that, but like most of us haven't played Paper Mario games for 10,000 hours, and that is still kind of tricky to do.
I don't know. I just hope that it's actually like a thing, because there's this whole meter management. It's interesting, And characters have unique moves, which like I saw Mario's and it looked really generic. Because in like Mario Power Tennis, he like pulled out a giant ass fucking hammer. There was a whole animation of that, and then it was a fireball.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there's a fireball here. But then later in the trailer, it showed all the other characters, like Waluigi with the rose and shit. And I'm like, okay, good. This is good. Thank you, Nintendo.
I guess on that note, I do have an issue with this section of the Direct.
It has Rosalina in it.
No, I'm going to play as her because I love her.
Ew.
But, I mean, you can be able to have your shit chased all you like. I'm still going to do it. But, as I was saying, I feel like dedicating that much time to an extended tutorial that assumes you're a complete spastic and don't understand basic tennis shit was probably not the best use of time. Or best way to convey.
Agree.
Why?
Because it's not like the Xenoblade one where the dragon's like, this is your HP. HP stands for hit points.
It was like, here is basic movement. Here is how you hit the ball.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was talking about the new mechanics and how it's completely different. Yeah, it seems like they're trying.
But the first like 5-10 minutes was just basic tennis play shit. It's like, no shit. Thank you for just dedicating your time to completely obvious shit.
I mean, like they dedicated a little bit saying like you can do lobs and shit, that kind of thing.
No, it wasn't a little bit. Like, they dedicated a good chunk to just extremely basic, pointless shit that they really shouldn't have included because it's slowed Direct down. It was a waste of time. It was just kind of like, all right, whatever.
I don't really remember that.
Are you going anywhere with this?
But they did highlight that in the tweet, so like, can't be too mad. I don't think they said anything about Xenoblade back then, which made it funnier, honestly. But that's only to me. I loved that Direct. That was so good. So bad. Yeah, the other thing about Mario Tennis that was interesting was the character selection.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, there's plenty to talk about there. Number one.
I mean, there's a Chain Chomp.
Chain Chomp, which is the best. They only. I'm like, I don't know how he's gonna work. He has the tennis racket in his mouth. Oh shit. Oh, this is bad. Yep. That get anyone? Probably not.
No.
He has a tennis racket in his mouth, and they show like 1 second of him hitting the ball, which I gift on Twitter. But that's it. I don't know how he's gonna move and swing and do that all naturally. I'm excited.
Binds and roll about probably.
But like, also on that point, I was sad they didn't have a tennis hat on. That would have been really good. People have been drawing art of that, and I'm like, thank you, people, for doing this. But it's also weird because there are a lot of characters that are human that don't have that kind of aesthetic as well. It only seems like, you know, Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi have it. Yoshi doesn't have a hat.
Peach and Rosalina.
Well, Peach, they have their like sporty outfits they've always had, but they don't look much different otherwise.
I mean, they're tennis. They are explicitly tennis uniforms.
Well, like Mario, like those four look different, you know. Like Yoshi doesn't have anything. Yoshi just looks like Yoshi, and like Boo doesn't have anything. Bowser Jr. doesn't really have anything, but I do like how he uses his mech. That's or clown car, I should say. That's an interesting bit. Well, they did say though that you can unlock outfits alongside new characters, so maybe that's where that'll come in.
That'll be interesting. Like, I'll be interested to see what the hell they count as an outfit for a Chain Chomp.
Yeah, really. Also, did you see that for the meters, it just has their like default thing, but their hat, you know, their kind of default picture. I wonder if that's just a, you know, pre-launch element or if that's a final game element. But it's a weird inconsistency regardless. Not that anyone really cares, and you know, just
I mean, I don't kind of know what you're talking about, so.
Like Mario has the tennis hat and slick back hair.
Yeah.
But his meter just has normal Mario with his hat.
Ah, okay. I mean, they'll probably just keep it like that. So fuck it.
It seems kind of like tacky to me, but I think they've proven themselves thus far. You know, really, they already did that by showing that they had more than one stadium, which Mario Tennis Ultra Smash did not. So, I mean, it had it had you know, clay and grass. Yeah, okay. Oh shit, that's a snake. But yeah, Koopa Troopa is gonna be unlockable, and you know what? I don't like Rosalina, and I was pissed about Pauline not being in, but Rosalina being in. But I think
don't know why, but alright.
I think Pauline might be an unlockable character now. So they have satiated me for now with this mystery. Imagine Pauline in a sporting outfit, that'd be so good. There's no reason for her not to be in.
I mean, like, she doesn't exactly stand out, I would argue. But then, you know, the idea of Koopa. So, I guess fuck it. Like,
hey,
who even cares?
You didn't even 100% Odyssey. Get out of here. Did you wait? I forget. Did you do the dating sim star or moon?
You mean like the standard questionnaire?
Yeah.
I did, yes.
That moon was stupid, but
it was. I mean, granted, like I eventually got like the general feel for the kind of person she is, so I guess fair fucking play. But at the same time, it was just kind of like, come on, you know, it was just kind of like.
I forget. Was it you who's like? She's like, what kind of music do I like? And then like didn't choose peppy music. I'm like, because you know it makes sense.
I don't remember what I said. I was like, well,
it makes sense not to think
about the music
it.
thing. I was just kind of like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how the fuck I'm supposed to know this.
Yeah. But she sings "Jump Up Superstar."
It doesn't mean she has to like lull. Like I wouldn't even call that peppy myself. You know?
Yeah, peppy's a weird word for it, but
yeah, like I wouldn't call that
upbeat.
peppy, but whatever.
Yeah, I hope she's in because she deserves to be in. A fucking Sprixie was in the last one.
Who's
What?
Trixie?
That's Mario 3D World, the fucking fairies, the collectibles,
okay.
essentially the MacGuffins.
I mean, that was literally because they just had the models on hand.
Probably,
Like
but
that game was just model reuse of the game.
they have Pauline's model on
Like
hand.
the Wii U's fucking
Let's go.
like release schedule, because why not?
It would make the most sense. I like that idea more than Cappy and Smash. Fuck you, Cappy, you stupid piece of garbage.
What about Electroza? You.
I think in official art she has like pantyhose on while playing tennis. Like why? Well, I guess she isn't running around, but she's still swinging the racket, isn't she?
So who cares?
She's swinging the racket, isn't she? It's like,
Yeah.
are you sure you want that?
What her arms have to do with pantyhose, though?
On your sporting outfit? You get... Oh my god.
Why?
You don't just like sweat from your arms when you exert yourself with your arms. That's not how the body works.
She doesn't look like she's exerting herself anyway, so...
I'm just saying, it seems like a curious choice. That is very...
She's just fucking cold, huh?
It's still represented. She's cold. Space cold. What was that line even from? That's cold, man. Deep space cold. That sounds like a... Oh yeah, Lava said that in Galaxy 2, I remember now. But yeah. Very representative of her character.
Oh, fuck's sake. One alive.
Oh yes, and swing mode, which like... You know what? It's Wii Tennis, but without the Wii remote and with the Joy-Con, so... Not interested, once again.
So, with the Wii remote, basically.
It's not, no, because the Joy-Con's smaller.
So, with the Wii remote,
The buttons are too gross and stupid. But I mean, hey, I'm glad that they... I mean, it was kind of a given that they were going to put it in, right? But... You know, it's good. Good, fun exercise, you know? And we already talked about Captain Toad. Oh, I love that. Do you know that Undertale was... Well, you probably didn't, right? That Undertale was going to be Undertale?
What?
Like when they switched to who turned off the lights?
Oh yeah, like I knew right away. Like I saw the text on. I was like, oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, the text. But like before that, did you know?
No, I didn't.
I don't think anyone knew. But then, like collectively,
the text box happened. I was like, oh, it's Undertale.
You hear the fucking Sans voice, and then
I mean, that was the first time I heard any of like the noises from that game.
Really?
So I just knew the aesthetic. I haven't heard any of the music or voices from that game. So.
You haven't heard the...
I mean, I heard it now, and I'll tell you about this much. I hate it.
Oh.
Like, even when it kept going on, I was just kind of like, so this is what it means to die.
I mean, yeah, not much to say about Undertale other than we still need to play it, sure, on the Switch, whatever.
They're also made by the text.
You know, funny little joke. Sans is a pun man. Haha. Got him. Wait. Oh, I have the charge gun. I see. And then Crash, which is interesting. I mean...
Fair enough. Like, yeah, it's Crash on our system. Go for it.
Yeah, it's good. And I see people talk about, like, oh, like, Crash on the Nintendo. It's like...
I mean, we did know that it was only going to be like a year timed exclusive to the PS4. That was like stated from the outset.
Oh, I didn't even know that, so...
It was stated from the outset by Activision. Like, this will turn up elsewhere in a bit. But, I just find it funny that it came to the Switch before it came to the Xbox.
I didn't even know that.
It's not on Xbox One yet, and there's no indication yet when it will be. If it'll even be. Yeah, like, we just don't know with Microsoft anymore, if they even give a shit anymore.
I think the general reaction, though, is people being like... It's either people being like, whoa, Crash on a Nintendo console. He's like...
a disconnect.
Oh. He's like the Sony icon of that era, and now he's on Nintendo console, kind of like Sonic. And then there are other people like... Actually, yeah, Crash Bandicoot was on the Game Boy. So
He's been on various Nintendo platforms. So.
yeah, those are the two Crash Bandicoot for Switch moods. Nothing really about the game. But I mean, that's a good game, sure. Did they fix the pill or the pill hitboxing? There not. I hope they do that in the future, though.
I can see you. I'm trying to shoot. You don't need to hit help.
I mean, who knows? There could be a bunch of shit like the sniper fire and whatnot. Little Nightmares, game's dope. I worry that they're gonna make it even more expensive, though, even though it's only a few hours long. So
I like that game's aesthetics, but I saw that the gameplay. I haven't played it. I haven't seen it beyond. Like, it was the first time I saw it in motion, and I have to say that is the most indie-looking fucking game I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty much just
big
like
scary world, like the little child protagonist with a big head, big scary world, puzzle platformer, physics shit. And it's just like, yeah, this is indie the game.
Yeah, it's like not even entirely puzzle. It's like some of it is reactionary too. It's a good game, Gavin. Don't sit it down because of that.
It just looked like the most pretty fun. Like, apart from the aesthetics, it was like gameplay wise, like auto engineering.
Also, the Pac-Man hood. It's like okay.
I like that actually. that's actually quite nice.
It's yellow, so it's terrible. But it was just a weird kind of like, oh, by the way.
Here's a monstrous looking Pac-Man hood.
They're like not even related to a Nintendo IP. It's Pac-Man.
That's because Namco Bandai publish. So.
Oh shit! Here comes Pac-Man. Yeah, I fear that they're gonna make it like a full $60 price tag, which is even worse than its current price.
If they do, that's fucking stupid as hell.
I hope they don't. Did it say it was gonna get a physical release?
I don't know.
Were you resident sleepering during that part of the direct? Did you see the long arms man? That dude's fucking creepy. I don't like that. He reaches his grabby arms at you. Ugh.
Yeah, like I like the aesthetics, but the gameplay wise is kind of eh. Not the most fussed.
Next up was South Park, which, I mean,
eh.
It's not surprising. It's also kind of eh to me, but I'm surprised that Nintendo highlighted that in a direct.
I'm not, because Ubisoft are big money, so like sure.
I don't know. Just hearing the announcers say the fractured butthole.
Trying saying it, making it sound like butthole. That was cosmic.
Yeah,
like, it's like, his voice. He was trying to make it not sound like butthole.
It's like, nothing bad was in the trailer itself. That game probably has plenty of bad, naughty segments.
Oh, it absolutely does.
But, like, someone I was watching brought this up, where they're like, do you think, like, there were any parents also watching the direct, and they forced the kid to turn it off because South Park came on? It's like, that's another kind of weird...
I mean, if they let the kids watch the direct while, like, the likes of, like, No More Heroes and fucking Bayonetta are allowed on, they'll let it for South Park.
I don't know. South Park has quite the reputation.
I mean, yeah, but given some of the other things the Rex like showcased, no. I hope he tried.
How are there this many disconnects this high up?
Who had like 2, including this.
Let's see what's next. Hyrule Warriors, May 18th. Resident Sleeper. Let's move on.
Fuck it, I'm gonna buy that. I don't care. Like, why not?
I think that was just like, we've already talked about this game enough. Here's a release date. All right, on
yeah,
the next thing.
Like, I appreciate that.
Fair enough,
I'll buy it. Who cares?
Can't be mad. And then it starts moving into the real shit, aka
no interest in South Park.
Splatoon. South Park's still pretty funny, maybe. I don't know about those berries or whatever. I haven't watched that.
I need to like finish the first one of those, but what I heard like the second game is like eh.
Yeah, the first game seems like Paper Mario, so I'm down.
I mean, from what I played of it, it's pretty fun.
Except for I hear things about graphic surgery bit and stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe not that, but.
I mean, that's what you get when you play South Park.
Yeah. Those are never the South Park episodes I like, though. AKA anything that involved Mr. Garrison. But yeah, move on to the real shit, which is actually relevant to what we're playing. Splatoon 2. version 3.0. The most exciting part is over 100 more cosmetics being added.
Among the cosmetics they showed as examples, most of them weren't actually new. There was stuff in the game already.
Hey, shut up. Maybe more winter gear, but you know.
There was like some new stuff, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the stuff they showed in that little reel of new outfits was not actually new.
What else? I mean, was there anything? Oh yeah, right, the new maps, aka one new map. But
yeah,
it has
like,
it has the best name of all time. Wahoo World. Do you think it's Mario inspired?
maybe. It's like, I like the idea of like a theme park level. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty.
I think they said like
Actually
the
pretty
best
good.
place to take your date too, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some, you know, Grim Reaper with a happy face is gonna try to kill you in it. I'm almost certain. That's a JoJo reference for any of you uncultured people out there. Yeah, Camp Triggerfish coming back is good. Piranha Pit, I'm like, well, I kind of stopped playing around that point. So I'm not too
What
sure.
I remember Piranha Pit was a time where me and Dave were playing and we both got pinned against a team of like Japanese Jedi players who just absolutely crushed us into spawn and would not let us out no matter what.
And then you
And that's
never
all I
played the
remember
game
Piranha
again,
Pit.
right?
No, I kept playing.
I cry
Kept
every
playing in that same
time.
kept playing in that same fucking lobby. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not letting these cunts beat me. They kept beating me. But
Yeah, the conveyor belts are interesting, but they kind of like they go nowhere. It's weird.
no, it's a fun map. I like it. It's actually like, got a lot more paths out of spawn and around it than you think, which made it all the more tragic when they perfectly covered every single one.
That's it for the? Oh yeah, no, rank X.
Rank
which,
X. Which
I mean,
they didn't really say anything about it. They're just like, it's above S plus. It's like, all right.
I don't know anything about the Splatoon 2 ranked scene, but like maybe it's needed. It's just like
I don't know.
I hate
I do want to play it ranked at some point because why not?
I hate rank S in every game, which includes Sonic. Because
Alright.
it's just like A should be the highest rank, not, you know, what like I don't know what number letter of the alphabet S is, but not like, you know, that low, you know. And then now it's rank X on top of that. It's like, okay. I can deal with A plus and then A plus plus and then A plus plus plus. But once you start
that's a lot
saying
stupider than doing S.
it sounds stupider,
Just do
but
A plus
yeah.
then S. It's like, that's fine.
But like, why S? I never really understood that.
I don't know, but I assume it's based on something.
Now it's
Like
X.
some rating system somewhere. It's like I've
Shit, I'm
seen
dead.
S and
Nice.
kind of thing.
And as we know, X is the edgiest number, so it's very fitting. Oh yeah, and then Callie's gonna be in.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Like, you can do something to make her appear in story mode, like in the lobby 9. That's nice.
They made it sound like you needed to be in rank X, but I think you just have to beat the game.
I think you
Because
just have to beat the
that
game.
makes the most sense. Maybe after the second go through the final boss.
And the bell brings up the real meat of the Splatoon 2 section.
I was getting there. I was building up, you know, just like Nintendo did in that perfect 11 out of 10 direct yesterday. But yeah, the Octolink story mode, which is like sick, you know?
Sick.
It's like I love the aesthetic the most, like the, you know, dark, you know,
Dingy.
subway and then like the
Yeah.
city. I love that aesthetic, so I'm glad
Like
that that's a
then
thing.
the entire like aesthetic from like music to like lighting, art style, everything in that was fucking perfect. Like, that was like, oh man, this is exactly my shit.
Yeah, and all the new characters, like the oh, what's that thing called? They call it like cephalopods or something. The Eggman one, and then like the meme fish, and then the sea cucumber. That's the conductor of the train. He has his little
Yeah.
hat. I'm loving all the new characters, and then Captain Cuttlefish is back. Thank God.
And he
And he
looks
looks
even more
gr-
shriveled and old.
But he's still like trying to be hip, which seems just like him. I love it. And then fucking Pearl and Marina actually look like real life gangsters. I forget the names. Of who
Tupac
they're-
and Biggie,
Yeah,
respectively.
it's
No.
like it's like.
And all I'm gonna say
jeez.
is I hope Pearl gets shot, and then we get memes about Pearl lives.
Yeah, that'd be great for me because I don't like Pearl. But I mean, the story's gonna force me to pay attention finally. So who knows?
the Octolong story mode ends in Marina juggling the 7 Chaos Emeralds and saying Pearl lives.
She looks weird though. Like it looks like she's not wearing pants or anything, and that kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Who?
Pearl.
Alright. It looked at me like she was wearing like a skirt or something, but alright.
Yeah, normally your attention is diverted upwards to her giant forehead, but oh, that's a sniper. And then like, some of the gameplay, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
It looks like more Splatoon 2 story mode,
I
but
hope
like
not.
actual weapon variety. There's stuff like I noticed among the weapons being shown. There's a Clash Blaster. There was like the mini Splatling.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do.
Looks like a heavier combat focus. As Noel pointed out, like they're described as testing chambers and shit like that.
Yeah, like Portal, and I'm like, yes.
And I was like, it actually all sounds really interesting, and like the best part, 80 levels.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that bit. How many did
they said
have?
Splatoon 2's main story mode had 30, counting bosses.
Oh, that's not a lot at all.
Yeah, and this expansion has 80, which is like nearly 3 times the amount.
That's insane because people were complaining about the $20 price tag, and if it was the same as like Splatoon 2's story mode length and whatever, I would have
even
still
then I'd be like,
been
that's fine, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's fine because it looks like obviously there's a lot more than just levels, and even then,
yeah,
I'd buy it, and I probably should buy it pre-order for the outfit that I'm never gonna wear. But
I mean, I would if the outfit was like anything substantial, particularly cool, but it's just a shirt with an octopus on it, so. Yeah. I
mean, I'm just happy that it wasn't just an announcement of playable Octolings.
Yeah, like I'm actually really pleased with this. Like I was like this. If it was just playable Octolings, I'd just been like, why did this take so fucking long? But then you see this, and it's like, oh my god, they're actually like, basically making a new game. Yeah, like really basically, 80 levels, Novell. Like it's actually honestly got 80 levels, which is fucking nuts.
It's like, is this a hot take? Like I don't think the Octolings look that good.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're quite nice. Like, if once I unlock them, I'm basically going to switch my character to an Octoling.
I mean, the boy Octoling hairstyle that they showed off looks terrible. But, it's just like...
the girl one looks, like, really cute, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, but someone pointed out that... Because I'm like, they look different. And someone pointed out that they don't have the pupils. Like, the 8 pupils. It's like, that's a damn shame. Because those are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like how the enemy Octoling, like, they're... Like, they should have made them enemy Inklings. It looks like they're just going to be enemy Octolings that are, weird alien blue now.
It looks like they're being, like, some sort of, like, alien control force or some shit going on.
I think they said lore in the trailer, though. Like, the word lore, so we're going to be getting lore.
Yeah, like, it looks like something has gone on with Octolings here, and... I guess, like, we are a result of some sort of attempt to break that afraid or something. But it's all like it looks fucking great, and the price it is like that is absolutely insane. It's like sometimes Nintendo I like really doubt what they know, like the shit they do with like DLC, and then there's like this comes along and it's like, oh fuck, they're actually one of the best at this.
And think about a single player campaign, which I understand people not being too fussed about it. It's like the highlight of Splatoon for me, for obvious reasons. In that I don't really care for the multiplayer, so this is like targeted right at me, and I'll definitely take it because the levels are fun and it so uses the mechanics without pitting me against other people. It's great. Snipers though.
I mean, there's only like so much shit they could change for like multiplayer. I think like their general idea going forward is that like multiplayer updates not will be like the free DLC.
Yeah.
And they'll just use single player stuff as like paid DLC.
I mean, that's
like that seems to be the idea they're going for. That's fine.
They should have paid weapons.
No.
Yeah, where my team at though?
We're all dead.
Can't aim. I ain't even using the bucket. Yeah, the way the Octoling looks in story mode, they lost their memories. I'm not really a fan of that, but I'm wondering if it's like an undercover operation or something, because the whole looks the Agent 8 who looks like an Octoling. That's way too like. Yeah, that's
stupid. I was like, what are you up to?
That's definitely not. You're definitely not playing as an Octoling. I'm just curious. Also,
Unless you're playing
something
like some sort of weird Octoling hybrid.
yeah, something I don't really like about the Octolings as well is like they have sick looking eyeliner and shit, and even the boys do. So like that's pretty funny. But they don't have the like mask like eyes that the Inklings have, which I think I like more.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Octolings have the different squid form too, and I like that
Yeah.
squid form more. So I tweeted about like we'll have to see if
Hello, Luigi.
they're in Salmon Run, because if they're in Salmon Run, that's all I ever play, and you see the octopus form more often.
Scratch. We're all over.
I win again. Dumb game. Oh, it's Doodle Bob. You see they're bringing Doodle Bob back.
Scratched on the belly.
Tonight's newest episode of SpongeBob. The new art style looks so weird. Like I haven't watched that show in forever. Either way, are you ready to move on to the big shit? Actually, hold on. Before we do that, because we joked about the year of the Octoling before, but I wonder what that actually means. Because Luigi got like, you know, in the year of Luigi, he got like a few full-blown games and shit.
I wouldn't call them full blown.
You know, like, you know, more than a DLC, a single DLC story pack. So I'm wondering.
That's what like Luigi U was. It was just a story. It was just DLC.
We got
And then there
multiple
was like
things,
what, Luigi's Mansion 2, and that was it.
I think, but like, they're saying the year of the Octoling. Surely there's more Octoling shit coming out, right? I wonder what that's
Maybe.
gonna be. Unless they just said that because, haha, year of thing.
I mean, there's like there might be like another Octoling dedicated expansion on the cards or something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe like just Octoling multiplayer content, or it's like stuff solely for Octolings or whatever.
Or like an Octo Brush kind of alt, maybe, or something.
Or yeah, just like alt weapons, or like they could probably mean that, like just Octoling themed weapons, you know?
Maybe.
Like the Octolings had like their own special like weapons, like their own special spatling, I remember, and all that. So it's probably stuff like that.
Makes me wonder though if they're scheming anything else. Dr. Octoling. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, you know, now the meat and potatoes of the direct. Smash Bros. Hey, can I be devil's
guessing
advocate
by
for
your
a second?
force- What?
Can I be devil's advocate for a second?
Sure.
Okay. Where do I even start?
You're about to say something really stupid, aren't you?
I mean, maybe. It's like, okay. Because it's like, this is a double-edged kind of opinion here. Where it's like, okay, let's start with the good. It's nice that Smash is coming out so fucking soon.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, yeah, okay, here's my main point here. Like, I feel like I wasn't excited at all during this direct because for me to be excited, I had to be like surprised, I guess. And like Smash Bros didn't really surprise me in any fashion here.
We're both idiots.
Whoops. We're talking about Smash. But it's like, I don't know, with the online service and something big, that definitely hinted at Smash. So I was kind of like betting on it anyways. So like the announcement itself didn't really surprise me, but it's nice that it's coming so soon.
It honestly surprised me because I was like, this was something I did not expect in random ass March Direct.
Yeah, I guess
like,
so.
the main lead in was like, we're going to talk about Mario Tennis.
But that kind of leads into my other point where it's like, they didn't really show anything, which they're saving for E3, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're just saying it exists, right? Which, hey, fair
Which
enough.
is something
Now
they've
people,
done a few times now, and you know, I don't even care. Fair enough.
yeah, it's like now people stop fucking asking for it and saying this direct won't have Smash Bros. I got a leak and blah 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 blah. We're gonna start gonna get Smash leaks instead, but whatever.
I mean, like most people like we share just making shit up as they go along, anyway. So.
Yeah. And then the other thing is like, I mean, they set it up perfectly. The trailer to have the Inklings after the Splatoon 2 announcement.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect bait. But like, as far as them being in Smash goes, was there ever any doubt if they were gonna be in the next Smash Bros? Like, not really.
Not really.
I mean, I'm still interested in how they're gonna actually
I
do
kind
it.
of like.
But
I had to ask, what are you trying to say here?
I'm trying to say that the Smash announcement wasn't that exciting, but everyone is saying like they would be resident sleepering during the whole direct, and then you know
See,
2
I just
seconds
want
of
to
Smash.
interject here. Why are you using Twitch chat as any sort of actual genuine?
No, I'm not
measure?
saying. I'm saying people, everyone, like in general. It just seems like no one's talking about anything else except Smash, and then on top of that, saying that direct was 11 out of 10.
It's almost like there was a sudden gigantic megaton just dropped out of the blue that no one called.
I know, but I don't really think that Sunway makes it perfect.
See, this sounds more like you're just taking umbrage of things people say rather than the game itself.
Well, the game we don't
To
know.
which I have to
anything about the game.
say, ignore people. You know?
Well, I don't know. The other thing is like Breath of the Wild link.
Yeah.
It's like, was there ever any doubt that they wouldn't use Breath of the Wild link in the next Smash?
Actually, yeah, because it's kind of like, well, I mean, like, they're probably just going to keep regular Link and just make him look fancy in HD because they already have his moveset basically planned out. Like, maybe it'll use, like, a weapon assets from Breath of the Wild, so actually seeing, like, Breath of the Wild design on Link is a surprise because he doesn't have his classic tunic or anything.
I mean, but from the little things I've seen and heard, it seems like they would have to completely redo that moveset.
Yeah,
And
that's part of why people are going like, what the fuck? Because like, like they're going to probably have to redo Link's entire moveset, which is surprising.
But it's Breath of the Wild. It's like Nintendo's best game of all time. Of course they're gonna represent it.
Well, yeah, they're going to represent it, but like, people are going like, okay, you'll see like a reference to it, like in his model or his skin or something, instead of like this kid just potentially out and out be fool based on Breath of the Wild, the game, and actually like change Link's moveset or anything. It's surprising. Like, oh, they're going the whole hog with this instead of just half-assed, probably.
I saw a good tweet that was like, they're probably gonna completely redo Link's moveset for Breath of the Wild and then have Toon Link.
A classic Toon Link.
Yeah, keep the classic moveset, which is a great idea and probably what's gonna happen. So
I mean, what's telling is that in that shot we got of Breath of the Wild Link, he had a scabbard, but there was nothing in it.
What's that?
That's like a sword sheath, like a thing you put a weapon in.
Oh, yeah, he was probably holding it.
He wasn't. You couldn't see it on the silhouette. Like, he wasn't holding anything. His scabbard was just empty.
The silhouette was his face.
I mean,
Not like you could see it.
No, you could, because you could see a lineup of like everyone there, like lit up underneath the symbol.
Very barely.
Yeah,
you know what?
You couldn't see anything.
You know what happened?
What?
It broke.
Yeah, the same joke everyone makes.
I know, but I still like it. But oh no! Okay, we're good. But people were saying, man, it's a shame that they didn't have when they showed Mario. It's a shame they didn't have Cappy there. I'm like, Cappy would have completely ruined that if his stupid, goofy, rareware eyeballs showed up. I hate Cappy, but like on top of me hating Cappy, it's like, I don't know. It would kind of clash with how they announced Smash, which is weird in the first place. It's like this ominous.
I really liked it because it was like a really good bait and switch.
Yeah, like in that regard, it's good, but like it's just weird.
Like, I actually also really like this increasingly Mortal Kombat aesthetic we're getting, where now the Smash universe is like some sort of ominous Death Sun tournament thing.
Yeah, it's like, what's up with that?
I fucking love it because it's just like, you have been called for glorious blood sport by the mustachioed envoy of chaos.
Also, I have to say,
I fucking love this.
This Inkling meme isn't good.
I mean, like, I've seen some pretty good jokes of it, so I'm fine.
The only good one I saw was the JoJo reference. And then it tempted me to make another JoJo reference with Mirror Man, but that's the only good one I saw, essentially. Well, and then there was one. What was it? Did I retweet it? It was like a character, and they had the Smash logo in their eyes, but it's like a meme character, like Peter Griffin or something. I like that one, but like, normally it's just people put a black circle over the Smash logo and then replace it with something else. Okay, way funny. I don't know, not my thing.
Man, that's most games. So.
We don't know anything about Smash otherwise, so other than 2018, which is curious because that's what 4 years of development instead of 6.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, the Smash games on average didn't actually have all that long development times. Melee was developed in 13 months. Smash 4 was in 2 years. And so, like, 4 years is like a decent enough gap to fit in standard development time for these things.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Sakurai was killing himself every day of 6 years to get the game out.
No.
By the way, how's he doing?
Most of the development work on Smash 4 was Namco Bandai. So, you know, not exactly a lot of work on his end. Like, once he had all the design of the character roster picked out, like fighting with like executives and all this shit about what can be shown and what cannot be shown, his work was pretty much done after that point. Like all the ball breaking shit would have been done like halfway through development. So,
I mean, I have no idea. So, I was gonna make the joke that, like, you know that image, like you Google Masahiro Sakurai and that shows like that black guy with the double chin. I was gonna be like, oh well, this explains why Sakurai looks like this now. But I figured people might think that would be racist or something, so I'm like, ooh, maybe not. I looked into it. That's just like Sakurai tweeting it as a reaction picture, and then for some reason it shows up as the first picture of him on Google.
Google search shit just makes it pop up.
Yeah, which was so fucking funny. That face when they ask you to make another Smash game.
Speaking of that, like, I see people keep going, this is just a port, and it's like, I don't think it is.
I thought that initially because it was so soon.
This is a new one.
But there's so many signs that people are pointing out that it's not a port.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty sure it is new. So.
Because, like, for one, like, it actually has been long enough for them to fit a development of a whole new game in. Like, the DLC makes people forget that Smash Bros. 4 came out 4 years ago. So, you know, like, they forget that they keep going like, well, you know, the DLC was just last year. It's like, yeah, but that was DLC. Like, that was, you know, that's shit long after the game's already been done. That can be done by a small handful of people.
It still doesn't seem that long ago.
Novell says Emily Rogers said be a port. I mean, yeah, but she's also regularly completely fucking wrong, so.
Is she? I don't think so.
No, I mean, the amount of time she's gone Mother 3 will be announced at this E3, and it's like, no, it won't, and then it isn't. You know, it's just like, no. Then, like, the leakers usually just make shit up half the time. So, like, that whole kerfuffle around, like, the Switch reveal presentation where, like, oh, it's not going to be Splatoon 2, it's going to be Splatoon port, Smash Bros. In, like, the first 3 months, all this shit, and then several of them, like, completely bad-mouthing a leak that had everything dead on in the exact same order it was shown and everything. And going like, this isn't true, this is all balls, and then, oh well, it's completely right. And it's like, the people who claim to be leakers will just make shit up half the time. Shocker.
By the way, can I be the Grinch for a second again about Smash
You're
Bros?
Always the Grinch, but go ahead.
What?
You're always the Grinch, but go ahead.
I kind of hate the period between, like, Smash Bros announcement and Smash Bros release.
Yeah,
and then DLC made it worse. I hate the whole speculation and like, oh, this character.
So a really simple solution: don't listen to it.
You can't not listen to it.
You can, because I don't.
We've already talked about this, but like, it's just like sometimes it's interesting.
It's not hard. Like, you just don't listen to it.
If it's stuff I agree with, like, oh, I hope in this next Smash game they don't make half the roster do counters. That's a good tweet. It's like, but then, oh. Well, actually, there are also some funny tweets like, oh, Solaire from Dark Souls and Sans could be in. And I'm like, but that is true. It's like, whoa. And after Cloud, who fucking knows? But like, after a while, it's gonna fucking wear on me, and I'm gonna want to die.
So
and then they're gonna be fake leaks, and I'm gonna be like, just shoot me.
So again, don't listen to it. You can go like, oh, but, and there's no oh, but. Just don't listen to it. Like, it's not hard.
That's like saying, don't listen to people talk about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and then compare.
I don't.
You know, it's like,
here we are.
People just talk about they'll talk about Smash even if the game or discussion isn't Smash related in chat. Like, I don't know. You don't watch streams. I watch streams. That's how it happens.
Who gives a shit?
You
Fuck
can't
the
avoid
people
it.
that do. Who gives a shit if it bothers you that much? Like, you control how much of this you consume. You know, like if it really bothers you that much, don't like just lock it out.
Yeah, don't watch streams. Okay, I'll go outside and
It's not even don't
exercise.
watch streams. Just close the fucking chat if it bothers you that much. You know, like if it bothers you that much, just close the chat or block the people who keep talking
But I want
about
chat.
it. Or if you're in the chat, just like just put the people who keep doing it on ignore, so you don't have to listen to them.
But then the discussion becomes stilted.
Well, you know, then just tune out of the chat until they're done. You know, like that's what happens. That's how you. That's people talk about shit I don't care about. I just don't listen. Like I don't care. Like you talk about shit I don't care about. Like I'm alright. See you. Be back in like an hour. I'll also play fucking Final Fantasy by myself.
It sounded exactly like Salmon Run. Oh, sad face. Lion, or not Lion Feels, that's why I always say, but feels bad, man.
No, I like Salmon. But it is just that thing of like, you really do control how much of this you consume, and if you don't like it, don't consume it.
Okay, but I guess I could still complain about how it happens. And how people are always like that.
I mean, yeah, but that's just what people are like, you know? On that note, if they, like, I'm hoping at some point we see one of these where just fucking Wonder Red appears, and then I will just destroy my own pants.
I mean, that wasn't, of all the ports, that wasn't there.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
So I'm like, man. I mean, now like I.
And then cheeky fuck that he is, Kamiya put up a photoshopped image of himself holding a Switch with the Wonderful 101 logo distinctly on the screen.
Wasn't that because someone tweeted that Photoshop at him being like, congrats on like getting Okami over too. Now when's your next like #1 game? And then he like did that winky face RT and then the message.
Novel's Pro Controller is dying. Oh dear. And yeah, like he did, and it was just cheeky, but you know, it's
Yeah.
funny. It's like you cheeky fuck. Like I'm gonna smack you if you don't.
The best part is it's not coming.
I mean, but I would love it to.
No, but like if he teases it out like every week or something, and then just never comes out, that would be so
I can
fucking
see that
funny.
happening because that's the sort of person Kamiya is. So, like he's the sort of person who does exactly that.
Now that
I mean,
was
there's
close.
that whole thing like when people like every other day, like long before it happened, people kept going like, "Can you get Bayonetta and Switch?" You kept like acting like he was really fucked off and annoyed of it. And then the announcement happened, and he was like, "Dear all idiots, I fucking love yous." And it's like, "Oh, you big cheeky cunt."
All right, Gavin. Here's the big discussion. Who do you want in Super Smash Bros. 5 for the Nintendo Switch?
Wonder Red.
Is that it?
I mean, I would also like an ARMS representative, Min, but it's not going to be. It's going to be
Springman, so I'd rather just not have an ARMS representative.
I would like the thing where like they could make it so like it's just
skins.
Yeah, just make it skins. Because like everyone has like, well, most of them have like the same general fighting style and like general size. You could easily just make them skins.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Which I read it. I'm like, ooh, Gavin better not see this. Everyone's talking about like, okay, I hope Lucina's not in Smash 5.
Yeah, no, I'm saying all that, and it's kind of like you're all tiny babies.
It's like
you are all tiny babies.
I mean, I agree with what they're saying at the core, which is I hope she's an alternate skin for Marth instead of a whole other character. I guess not like I care too much, but yeah. Now here's the big thing, especially with Fire Emblem Heroes out. Who's going to be more insufferable, the Fire Emblem lovers or the Fire Emblem haters?
Haters.
It's the it's the all-out war.
It's like it's just gonna be them whinging like, oh, it's like this isn't my precious cartoon like a Nintendo game. It's like, go away.
Why does Pokemon get 8 representatives, but you know Fire Emblem gets capped at 4 for you people, huh? That's all the Smash discussion's gonna be about.
I'm kind of curious what they will pick for like Fire Emblem reps, because like the Fire Emblem Switch game, we haven't even seen that yet. We don't fuck it. Like if Smash is coming out this year, like, any main character from that's gonna be DLC if they even appear. What?
Darja. And then I'm not gonna buy it.
I mean, I would be fine with that because like mage character, why not?
Well, that's the thing. I was gonna say Robin was perfect because he had a sword, but like he also had the tome. He was a great representative.
He's
for Fire
primarily the
Emblem,
tome, yeah.
which is great because he's not just another sword person. Let's see. There's Marth, who's like obviously like you can't not have Marth in Smash Bros. Like Roy, I would rather have removed, but apparently he's distinct enough, and he's a mainstay essentially.
His moveset is like fairly different, so
he's essentially a mainstay, but I don't think it's different enough, But
there's Ike who's absolutely different.
Yeah,
I would prefer Ike to stay in.
Ike's probably staying in. Like
He
Robin,
is, like, the most popular male character in all of Fire Emblem, apparently.
Robin is the best, but I don't know if he'll be replaced or stay in.
I believe, like I fairly believe that Corrin will probably be in.
I think no one wants Corrin.
Well, you say that, but the character is intensely popular, so.
Oh, we tried.
Like, the character is like extremely popular, especially in Japan, which is the opinion Nintendo cares about more than anything.
I mean, Corrin played interestingly. At least.
Did.
But I think if anyone was to be replaced,
change the moveset, like to be a thing like, female Corrin Fire Emblem heroes is like dragon class, is like a Manicat, and the male one's just like standard sword unit. You could probably make it like lean into the dragon shit more.
maybe.
That'll be neat.
Crom, maybe now's his chance.
You know what? Replace Marth with Crom.
Replace Marth with Crom. Just do it.
Yeah, do it.
Replace Ike with Crom. They're both buff, Made Crom and Ike's skin.
Differently.
Chris, that doesn't make any sense in Fire Emblem context. Nope, just do it.
But also because like Ike could fit 2 Croms inside him. Ike is a very big man.
But does Ike have a torn sleeve to show off his muscles?
Yeah.
I don't actually remember.
I don't know, probably not even like Smash Bros, but he does have that in one of the games. So, I mean, that guy's meaning like Ike just because, apart from the fact that Path of Radiance is probably my favorite main Fire Emblem, and I just like him from that. It's like, yeah, it's my boy.
All right, well here's who they're gonna have to put in if they're gonna want me to buy their game. Paper Mario, obviously.
I'm not having.
I wish. Even I tweeted about it. It's a different argument now that Color Splash is out.
Yeah,
though.
That was actually like an interesting thing to consider. I thought it was like,
because it's like obviously the. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like obviously the partners would be the thing. Like the main thing that Paper Mario's moveset would be. He just has a hammer and a jump. Otherwise, but like partners haven't been around forever. And we aren't talking about pixels. Fuck those guys. I hate those things. Fuck you, Super Paper Mario, except not really. But, yeah, so, like, they haven't been around. They'd probably want to do, like, things and stuff. Or, like, stickers somehow. But even then, those are just hammer and jump. If you're not talking about the things, which would usually be a final smash. And also, like, all of Smash Brothers contestants, like, have moves that reference their past. Probably a majority of the time, or represent them in their games.
Yeah, and some of them even like represent, even like not their most recent incarnations, but like their most popular incarnations.
Yeah, so like, I could still see partners and shit being possible for Paper Mario, and apparently he's popular in Japan. I mean, that was during Smash 4's like, during the ballot thing, people were saying that. I don't know if that's true anymore.
I mean, if he was popular, he wasn't as popular as Bayonetta, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure about it.
I know, I can actually believe that, honestly.
I still think that battle was rigged, even if I don't actually care.
I mean, it was probably like the actual most popular one was probably Goku. And then there was like, okay, let's just narrow this down.
But it's possible now.
Position 100. He was like he was the first feasible character, and that was Bayonetta.
Goku, but Goku's possible now, isn't he?
He is.
He's a Fighter
Z.
Z.
On Switch.
Wait, who developed Fighter Z?
Arc System Works.
Shit, not Namkai. Namkai.
No, they published it. They published.
Perfect. That's all we need. That's the in we have.
I mean, if you want like a game on the system, Xenoverse 2 is on the system. So.
But it's not Smash Brothers, and Smash Brothers is all I care about. Gavin.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there is a Goku game on the Switch. you need like, and then there's been Dragon Ball games on Nintendo consoles in the past. So.
Apparently, there's going to be a JoJo fighting game on the Switch. Maybe
No,
that's a rumor.
some random rumor monger claimed that. I don't believe that.
So put Jonathan Sorry, yeah, sure. Put Jonathan in too. Put Joseph Joestar in as a playable character.
There was a Super Nintendo RPG based on Stardust Crusaders.
I watched that Did You Know Gaming too.
I mean, I already knew this before
Yeah,
that.
I know, but sorry, Gavin. I'm versed in gaming.
I just listen to people who say the most.
You aren't gonna
basement fun facts.
You aren't gonna pull one over on me. Another character they need to put in for me to be interested in is Nino from Fire Emblem. That, you know, replace Ike with her. I mean, a tome user could, and then like having her as an alt costume could be possible.
I mean, let's be honest, as a tome user, it's going to start.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not gonna buy the game, but I am. But God, I'll be so mad.
I am, and then I'm gonna be in her just to.
Nope, don't do that. I'll be so mad. But it will be her, and it makes me pissed off. Keep Robin. Keep Robin as the tome user, and then keep all your swords and your counters as long as Tharja isn't in the game. Whew. Oh yeah, I saw people talking like.
I gotta cackle when she's in.
Well, you know that thing I posted in the chat? I'm like, is this a fake mon?
Yeah.
I've never seen that thing before today, and apparently it's real.
That Digimon? I don't think it's real.
No, it's real. It's a real Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I forget its name. It's real, I think.
Okay.
And like, you think that could be in for with Lucario?
I mean,
it looks designed
like,
for it.
I've never fucking seen it before, and most people probably haven't seen it before. No. Like, what even is it?
It's a Lucario clone, dude. For the furries.
Actually answer. What is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I only really saw this before the stream, you know? And I'm like, you know, I kind of don't care. I'm going to go accidentally take a nap instead. Whoops. But yeah. Paper Mario is just my big thing for Smash. I don't even know who else other like, I don't know. I just have to say. I think
like some of like the things I guess is that like Shulk will be replaced with your lad from Xeno 2.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. Or Pyra.
Like, probably Pyra. It could also be Pyra. One of the two.
Should be Pyra.
I mean, probably him using the sword Pyra turns into.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She pops out for the final Smash, but
I don't know what the final Smash would be, but I don't think you would either.
I haven't played Xeno 2 yet. It's sitting here.
Oh god. Okay.
But I'm getting there.
Yeah, I think that's very.
We're finally out of Monster Hunter Hell, so I can probably start playing other video games.
Yeah, really. We've made it.
Now I basically just said, "Fuck it, I'm not going for that. But it takes too much time."
Now we're gonna stream 6 hours of Splatoon 2 discussing Smash Bros every day. Get ready.
How much longer do we want this to go on, by the way?
I don't know, maybe one more.
All right.
I'm kind of running out.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, how much more do we have on this? But
I mean,
I also assume like basically all like the third party, like Namco's characters likely out. I assume like all of them but Sonic, all third party shit but Sonic is out.
Really?
Imagine Sonic being in this group.
And Bayonetta.
Oh, Bayonetta, but like that's basically second party now.
But that reminds me, if Crash is on the Switch, that would be a
that was free.
with Sonic, Crash Bandicoot could be in. I think it's plausible.
Nah.
People are gonna make fake leaks of it, but I think it's
Activision
plausible.
will let it happen. They'll still be watching.
I'll still be watching. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I mentioned Solaire and Sans and Smash, but but I didn't mention Crash, and I had that down. I think it's plausible. I also think Dark Souls, John Dark Souls being in Smash could be a thing.
I don't.
I think anything is possible, which is hilarious. They've done it.
I mean, if that does happen, I'm gonna fucking laugh.
I mean, with how much they're pushing Dark Souls, he has an amiibo. He has an amiibo.
I mean, like fucking Shovel Knight had an amiibo.
But Shovel Knight is like, he's Shovel Knight, dude. That's like that fits like right in. That's a good point. What about Shovel Knight in Smash?
Been too long.
Been too long. That's kind of what I think too. That's, but I mean, we didn't play any of the DLC yet. Whoops.
No,
It's
we should
still
do
a
that.
paradox, a
I
conundrum of
do
ours.
tend to go back and do like the challenge runs for the plat for that.
Yeah, probably not gonna be that bad.
It's all on the agenda.
Agenda.
I have many things on the agenda.
Also, speaking of that, things I'm excited about for Smash that I agree with when people tweet about them. Someone tweeted, like, new Smash probably means new announcer. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, God. Xander's he seems like a nice dude. I hate his announcer voice in Smash 4. I
I
really
quite love
do.
his actually.
It's just so bad. So
I still think the
that's something
melee
I'm
one is the
excited about.
best, but
Probably.
it's because there was like a weird amount of intensity to that man.
Maybe we just had like the best sound design, but maybe that's
It
nostalgia.
did. No, like it did. Like it was a lot more punchy and like I guess violent and satisfying.
I mean, if you
rather
want
than
that,
brawl.
then play Smash Bros. N64.
I mean that too. I really loved like the fucking
That's
hit signs. in
Yeah, it had
64.
cartoon sound effects whenever you like moved your leg muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, we lose.
Yep.
I don't
Or
know
not.
what dipshit had. Oh, we're not. We managed to make it just barely.
Just
I don't know
somehow.
what dipshit had the fucking thing.
I was kind of worried that it was me.
What are they gonna stream now instead of 6 hour Monster Hunter?
Normal games, like, usual 3-game segments, I'm thinking. And then I'm gonna get back to single player games. Like, Nier, and I want to play Suguri series and Sora, and probably QP Dangerous as well. Pretty much just for acceleration of Suguri too. Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. Put Suguri in Smash.
No.
What the hell? Okay, fine. Something more Gavin appropriate. Put Starbreaker in Smash. There we go. We'll have
Why
to
would
say
say
yes,
yes?
now.
But it's never been on a Nintendo system, ergo no.
The last game was like 4 years ago.
That game was on PS3 though.
Well, the first one was, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was on
It's
PS3.
funny.
I actually
didn't
have
even-
it on PS3. I've never played it. It was like one of the things I got and then it slipped my mind.
I didn't even know that until I was looking up, like, what's the sequential order for this when I play these games? I'm just gonna do it by release date.
I do want to play like their other games because I noticed like they're basically all shmups and I do
Yep.
love me some shmups.
Like Xmas Shooting Scramble. Heck yeah.
I'm dying for that shit.
Yeah, I think like this Smash announcement, it's nice to see that it's actually going to come out in 2018. But
Yep.
I think that when they actually announce things that are unexpected, then I'm going to get excited.
I mean, it's the thing of like, people can be like as much as cynical as they want and all that shit about it. It doesn't really matter because like I can be like, we don't know anything yet, that. It doesn't matter. Like they can cut a trailer like fucking no one else. And like when I saw the logo happen, even though I called it like a split second before I saw the logo happen, I was like, there is the buzz. God damn it, they've done it. They've hooked me like a fish. I cannot escape. Like I'm just fucking there. Like I'm going to be there.
It's still very weird and ominous, though.
I loved it. Like I loved it. Like the fucking ominous like death stuff. This guy was like, this is fucking great. I love it.
It's like, but I don't
hope
know.
that continues across all the reveal trailers. Is the characters doing their thing, and then the ominous death son appears and claims them for fucking Smash Brothers.
I don't know. I kind of like the old ones, but yeah,
It was
there we
like,
go.
Oh, I'm like Wii and Wii U. It's like, oh, here's like a happy trailer, invited to Smash or whatever. Wii U even, and then this one is like ominous death son Mario looms from the shadows and demands you come and fight for glory.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna remove Kirby and then replace him with Cappy. What Odyssey world do you think is gonna be the stage?
I mean, probably Metro City, right?
Yeah. If you were gonna say anything else, I was just gonna kind of be like New Donk City.
I mean, they might also do like a sweeping stage that passes through all of them.
Maybe like I I hate those stages though, so that's what makes me reluctant to say it. But they could have the Odyssey, like everyone gets on the Odyssey and then fights on that for a little and flies back to another kingdom.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they could
possible.
do that.
Or they could just place it in everyone's favorite kingdom of all time, the Lake Kingdom. What's my least favorite? Oh yeah, Snow Kingdom.
I guess that's because I'm staring at it right now. That's something I'll probably be doing tomorrow. Splatfest stream.
Oh, yeah, that's happening tomorrow for us as well. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, what Splatoon 2 stage do you think is going to be?
It's a good point, actually.
I would have to say the Urchin Underpass clone. Sorry. Either that or Inkopolis Square, but like, I don't know
I
about
might
that.
do Inkopolis Square.
So didn't someone say there was a subway entrance in this hub world?
You can see it in like one of the corners or something. However, it's like it goes down underground, like in the top right corner over here.
Top right.
Like over when you go towards like the multiplayer lobby, head to the right, past where you see Dickhead the sea urchin in
Yeah.
cafe. If you look down there, like that looks like an entrance.
Oh
to the
yeah,
subway.
definitely. Yeah, this is almost definitely where it's going to be. Interesting. It's cool that like, that's been here the whole time, right? So.
Yep.
Neato. So yeah, you know, I think.
See, when you think about it, I'm kind of like looking at the rest of this area and how like everything looks kind of construction. I'm kind of wondering how much do
like,
they have? How
oh
much
yeah,
do they have
what
planned?
else?
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, like, it wasn't a bad direct by any means. Lots of ports that I could see other people being excited for, but I think I was only really interested in purchasing like 4 or so of the games there. But at the same time, it's like that's a good amount of games, regardless.
Yeah.
So, not a 10 out of 10 direct, but hey, it wasn't bad.
Like, it's starting to look kind of weak, but I mean, I still have plenty of things I'd buy if I have the money. Like, I'm there. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, Mario Tennis is probably my highlight, even though everyone's. I mean, like Smash is Smash, you know.
I mean, like Smash was my highlight, followed by the Octo expansion.
Yeah, it's like it's real close between the Octo expansion and Smash, but I feel like, or what did I say? Smash? Fuck the Octo expansion and Mario Tennis. I think Mario Tennis is gonna be like more new, you know. Like the Octo expansion is gonna be great, but like you know, I already did the single player in this, so I think that's why Mario Tennis might edge out a bit more. Also, Chain Chomp as a playable character. I really cannot overstate that. It's so good. How the fuck are they gonna do that? That was the best part of the direct for me. Everyone's like, oh, the Inkling Fire Smash thing. I'm like, Chain Chomp with a tennis racket. There it is. Nintendo wins E3 once again. And
I
they're
do
gonna
like
win.
the general contempt they seem to have for E3 now.
I mean, they're gonna win it anyways. We already know
They are,
Smash is
because
lined up.
It's not even that. It's like, what the fuck does anyone else even have?
They have. Did God of War come out yet?
No, but it's coming out before E3, and it's going to be shite
Darn.
anyway. So
I wanted to see another trailer with the talking
and there's
dragon.
like Detroit, which is going to be absolutely god awful shite. I don't know why anyone's like, oh, this might be good. It's like, have you seen like fucking anything the studio has ever put out, ever?
But the
In your
idea is
goddamn
interesting.
life? It's not at all.
But the concept.
It's not at all. It's literally fucking chewed up, like regurgitated weak piss fucking sci-fi novels. You want like a story about like robots and emotions and all that? Nier Automata is already out. Go play that.
Near what?
Automata.
Oh wait, did you think that was a knock on how you pronounce it? I don't even
Yes.
know how to pronounce it. No, that was just like, what's near? What?
I mean, like The Last of Us 2 is coming out, but I hated The Last of Us 1, then Last of Us 2 just looks like filthy human misery the game, which is 90% of Sony's output. It's like, alright, I get it. Humans are the real monsters, oh, zombies, I fucking get it. Would you like to make a new game sometime this generation?
Gavin also hated fan classic Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think did you play it? I forget.
No, and then Sony sent me a wallpaper for getting the platinum anyway, even though I haven't done that or even played it.
Didn't
But
you
they
get?
sent me
Oh
it.
wait, never mind. I was gonna say, didn't you get it
No.
for someone else? But no,
No,
that wouldn't
I've
make any
never
sense.
played it. Like, I've literally never put it in my PlayStation. They sent me a thing for getting the platinum anyway. I'm just kind of like,
Wait, does that mean you have it?
no.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I have the wallpaper. I don't have picked the user or anything. I have the code for the wallpaper.
I don't think that means anything.
No, but it's kind of like, all right. And then shortly after that, they resent the one I got for the Bloodborne Platinum. It's like, all right.
Well, Gavin, we have some contentions here.
Mm.
Because Novell liked The Last of Us.
I mean, most people did. Most people also liked Hitler.
I wouldn't say most people. I would say that, you know, Germany is a very small fraction of the entire world here.
I don't know about that. Have you seen America lately?
And maybe Austria. Oh yeah, you know, that's a point.
Oh.
Are you comparing Novell to a Nazi? For liking a
Comparing
video
literally
game?
anyone who...
Hello?
I mean, yeah, I'm a games journalist, so... I kid. Most people like The Last of Us. I get it. And I get, like, that's just me. I know. I just hated it anyway.
Well, wait, my stream was alright, right? Okay. I'm just weirdly paranoid. But, I guess we could switch over.
To Puyo?
Yeah.
Alright.
Woo.
Stop stream, switch cartridges, and